I love a real-life Excel problem. Here's one a client brought to me, and we ended up putting together named ranges, data validation, and the indirect formula. It's magic. Let's take a look. First, I'll show you the final result that we're after. We've got these three lists in column C, D, and E. And over here in column A, you can see I've got data validation on here. So as I click into levels, what we're looking for in column B is for all the levels to be displayed, which is coming from column C. So now if I change column A to employees, over in column B, I'll have a list of all the employees. And then likewise, if I choose buildings in cell B1, I've got all the buildings. This is such an easy fix. Let's take a look at how it works. So here's one with no formulas in it, and we'll create them from scratch. So first of all, I do have the data validation set up here already. And just to recap, if you go to data and data validation, you've chosen a list, and the source here is G1 to G3. So I've selected G1 to G3 as the drop-down list for cell A1. So that's working fine. Now I need named ranges for these parts here. So I've selected level 1 to 14, and in the name box I'll type in levels. Press enter. And the same for employees. And I want this range to be called buildings. So when you click into the name box, there's no spaces in a named range. Type in what you want to call it and press enter. I've used a variety of uppercase, lowercase to show you that it's not case sensitive. So now let's see how to get the formula into here, which will change based on what's being displayed in cell A1. Again, it's data validation. I'm going to allow a list, and my formula here is equals indirect A1. So let's take a look. Let's change A1 to employees, and then when I click into B1, I've got a drop-down list here of all the employees. Perfect. Try once more. We'll go to buildings, click on the drop-down list here, and we've got all the buildings. Perfect.